team like Kyrie and KD, or the Lake Show with King James and AD. Wish I could match him up with the bad boys from the 80s, but no black and white, I need that in HD. HenDawgz.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy HenDawg, and we back to it. You know how we do it. 10 Charles Barkley moments fans will never forget. Let's get to it, man. But before we do, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and like this video if you like this video. And go ahead and write something in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel about Charles Barkley. And I really didn't know, before I reacted to some of my other Charles Barkley videos, how many fans Charles Barkley had. I had some people in the comments like, Charles Barkley is my favorite player of all time. And like, I didn't know that. You know, I just kind of always just remember him as the announcer that he is today, and how he always be talking, saying crazy stuff. But people like, nah, bro, like, you need to go watch some Charles Barkley highlights. Like, he was a killer at 6'4". Some people say he was 6'3", 6'2". I even see somebody say he was 6'6". So I'm like, how can he be anywhere from 6'2" to 6'6"? Like, that's a big range of height. But regardless, that's short for a power forward. Even if you're 6'6", that's still short. And he was still doing what he was doing, playing against the best of the best. Played against Jordan in the finals, got an MVP. Like, he was going crazy. So let's get into it. Let's see what 10 moments they got on here, man. So let's get to it. We got 10 Charles Barkley moments fans will never forget. Let's get it.
The ball, going over the moments. This is what you were going for, Charles. Leeds, Alabama.
Where Charles Barkley from? From Alabama? You know he went to what? Auburn? Auburn? I got a question for y'all too. How far is the University of Auburn from the University of Alabama? I didn't realize. I never really realized how close they were. Actually, I didn't even know Auburn was in Alabama. But let me know how close they are, how close their campuses are.
My name is Sean David. Let's talk some old school NBA basketball.
What up, Sean?
Episode, I want to take a look at 10 incredible Charles Barkley moments. Charles Barkley, the player, by the way. Moments that we as fans
all know that
never ever forget. But before we dive into that, let me ask you guys for a small favor. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment underneath the video. Do everything you can in order to support this channel so this channel can grow. Alright, you guys, enough said. Let's get right.
Yeah, do all of that for my channel, so my channel can grow. I rock with Sean, but y'all hear from me, man. Sean is the originator, he's the creator, but you know, I'm the reactioner, if that's even a word. But let's get to it.
So the first moment that I want to talk about is one of the greatest coast-to-coast plays in NBA history. Let's have a look.
All taps it once and can't make it.
Philly. Damn! Oh, he is fast as hell!
New Bowl 7-7. Who can't get the rebound? He's up there going.
Oh my God, yeah, that's bad.
Coast to coast and boom.
For a guy his size and his girth, you know, a guy can really get up.
His girth?
So when Barkley comes through, you better get out of the way.
Barkley's coast to coast was one of those things that made me want to learn how to dribble. Coast to coast.
Charles Barkley reminds me mainly of myself because he says whatever he feels and whatever his evidence, you got to deal with it.
If a guy took a charge of me, I would try to kill him.
Now the next play that I want to take a look at, a moment that we fans will never ever forget, is the incredible game winner of Charles Barkley versus David the Admiral Robinson. Let's have a look.
That's kind of shot. The worst thing can happen. You can go in overtime. I got the shot I wanted. I wanted to drive it at him and shoot basically a free throw, and it went in.
He wasn't afraid of the moment. He wasn't afraid of the shot. I didn't want that shot to be. I didn't want him to pull up the top of the key. I mean, I wanted him to go get something.
He hit it.
We had the matchup we wanted. You know, David on Charles there on the perimeter. You know, probably would have liked to seen him drive a little bit on David, but, you know, Charles was a great player.
And the next moment is the 1990.
Basically what they saying is they don't know how they feel about the decision, but he was such a great player, it didn't matter. He made a big-time play. Like, you know, you can always argue if the shot was a good shot or a bad shot, but would you rather someone that's not that good take a good shot or a superstar Hall of Fame type player take a tough shot? I think I'm going to go with the second one. I'm going to go with the Hall of Fame player taking the tough shot. But let me know, is Zion Williamson a good comparison for Charles Barkley? Am I a little off on that? Or is that undersized, fast, athletic forward? Is that what y'all see with that? That's Zion, Charles Barkley comparison. But let me know. Let me know in the comments.
To 1993 MVP season of Sir Charles.
Got him an MVP?
He's going to win the MVP. Okay, we go to my bar. It was confirmed that Charles was going to win the MVP. So I got on the mic. I stand on the bar, get the mic, and I announce that Charles Barkley, before anybody even knows it, has just won the MVP of the league. And the place goes nuts. And we do a little spotlight on Charles.
GCU.
Drinks all around. Just one of those, iconic nights that the kid from Traverse City, Michigan, now he's standing on his own bar announcing his teammate, who's the MVP of the whole NBA. It's pretty cool when you think about it.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Michigan, okay, Dan Marley.
They treated me great. One reason I still live here today is because the fans were fantastic to me.
Phoenix.
Barkley was a dominant player, extremely dominant in the post area. He was one of the best and most talented players that's ever played the game of basketball.
What would y'all say is Charles Barkley's greatest strength? Like, no pun intended, was it his strength? Or was it his toughness? Was it his footwork? What would y'all say was his greatest strength? Because I asked the same question for Michael Jordan. And a lot of people were saying it was his will to win. Like, granted, he was super athletic, great shooter, passer, dribbler. Michael Jordan did everything. But his greatest strength was his will, his determination to win. So what would y'all say is Charles Barkley's greatest strength? Let me know in the comments.
It's history.
Charles had this, magnetism about him. And he was very confident. Who wouldn't want to play with a guy like Charles? He wasn't going to lose.
Out the way. Hey!
I mean, he would take everybody on his back and say, I'm going to get you the promised land.
And the next play is one of the greatest behind-the-back plays in NBA history. Let's have a look.
Ooh! He was a passer like that? Or was he just feeling good that day?
And the next moment,
was Charles Barkley a great passer? Let me know.
Webber versus Charles Barkley moments, and Charles Barkley is on the receiving end, but it is a moment in NBA history. So let's have a look.
Yeah, poster. Hey! Nah, come on, BTM basketball time machine, Sean David. You can't put Charles Barkley getting dunked on as one of his top 10 moments that people will never forget. I mean, I guess it's still a Charles Barkley moment. I see what he's doing, but you can't do that, man. It's supposed to be 10 good moments for Charles Barkley. But hey, the move by Webber was nasty though. He went behind the back, then dunked on him. That's tough.
That was in a commercial. That's what made that good.
Yeah, didn't you see Chris dunk on Charles Barkley? Nah, I didn't see that. I went something like this. Put the cape on though, because I was like,
you put it in a commercial?
Well, that was my first game playing against Barkley. And I met Barkley in high school. And Barkley was by far my favorite player. My friends were in town at Oakley for that game. Everybody came up, and they knew how much I loved Barkley.
I was going to foul it. And he shook me up when he took it behind his back. Because I knew he was like a 50% free throw shooter. I made in my mind I was going to grab him. But when he took the ball behind his back, I couldn't get close enough to him to grab it.
I had a poster at home with him jumping with me and both his hands out, like kind of in a helpless position. And when I dunked on him and got the foul, I looked up to my boys in the stands and said, now what? I'm in the NBA. What could be better than to be the number one pick and dunk on your idol?
At the next moment,
should have had him sign it. Like, you ain't Charles Barkley. You just somebody that look like him.
Let's have a look.
We are underway.
What's that from, y'all? Write in the comments where that's from.
And the season ends for Golden State. A Warrior win and they stay alive in the play on Friday. Barkley from 15. Swish, it's good.
Well, I remember going to the Warriors bench. And I'm talking to Don Nelson. I said, Don, I got like 10 points in the first 3-4 minutes of the game. He says, we're not going to double you.
Out to Barkley. Take the three. Wants to shoot it again.
Jump shot looked good, though. That might be the difference between him and Zion. I don't really know if he was a good shooter or, you know, whatever, but his jump shot looks good. Zion's look a little flat, like it needs some work. But Charles Barkley's look good. I don't know what the percentages is like, but it looked good.
What a first quarter for Sir Charles.
Yeah, that's tough. Zion not doing
Did
that.
not miss a shot. 11 for 11.
So I might have been off on that comparison a little bit.
Just a unique individual. Biggest heart in the world. One of the greatest athletes.
Shout out to Kevin Johnson.
All time. And this is a basketball player, guy 6'4", 6'5", to be able to do the things that he did.
Shout out to Kevin Johnson. He has a restaurant in downtown LA right by Crypto Arena. And it's super good. Super good. It's like a soul food type spot. The name of the place is called Fixin'. Fixin' Soul Food. And it's super good. And it's funny because I was in there about a month ago. And I just see this guy walking around taking pictures. You know, just on his phone, taking pictures of different tables. And I'm just like, what is this dude doing? Like, why is he walking around taking pictures of random, what it looked like random tables? And I look closer and I'm like, this dude looks kind of familiar. Like, is that Kevin Johnson from the Suns? So sure enough, I Googled it real quick. You know, it's 2022. You can Google everything. So I Googled real quick, just Kevin Johnson. And the first thing that pops up, Kevin Johnson opens up brand new restaurant in downtown LA. I'm like, oh shoot. So as soon as I seen that, I went up, said something to him, he talked to him, chopped it up with him. He's super cool guy. So that was my Kevin Johnson fun fact.
Handles the ball. Starts to move back on.
And he got a nasty dunk, I think. One of the best dunks of all time, right? With the left hand?
He got it.
No, that was Starks, never mind.
Playoff career high.
There's very few nights where you just shoot everything and it goes in. I was very fortunate tonight, and hey, I mean,
shot look good.
Just shooting it and they all going in. It's unbelievable.
And the next moment is a fighting moment with Charles Barkley versus Charles Oakley. Let's have a look.
Oakley versus Barkley? That was a heavyweight fight right there.
They double up momentarily. That was Oakley coming over to help Houston. And Drexler lost it. Barkley on the recovery. Stopped by Ewing.
Oh! 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 They swinging.
And while we're taking a look at some fights, Charles Barkley versus Bill Laimbeer.
I ain't gonna lie. Ooh, against Bill Laimbeer. I can't wait to see this one. But I ain't gonna lie. If I'm a ref, I'm not getting in the middle of a Charles Barkley and Charles Oakley fight. Did y'all see them punches? If I get caught with one of them punches trying to break up a fight, I'm gonna be so mad. Like y'all got it. I'm gonna let the teammates break this fight up, and then once it's done a little bit, then as the ref I'm gonna come in there. But ain't no way I'm getting in the middle of Charles Oakley punches, because if he hit me, you might be out for a couple days or a couple weeks.
On the horn, Laimbeer follows with the ball, and then Barkley and Laimbeer.
And in case you forgot, Charles Barkley was one of the most spectacular shot blockers in NBA history. And in case you forgot, here are some
They just went right past that. They like Bill Laimbeer ain't want no smoke though.
On the horn, Laimbeer follows with the ball, and then Barkley and Laimbeer.
And in case you forgot, Charles Barkley was one of the
Bill
most
Laimbeer ain't want no
spectacular
smoke.
shot blockers in NBA history. And in case you forgot, here are some incredible moments.
Give me that. Give me. Oh, he blocked him back to back. That was goaltending right there.
Barkley, I don't think he's 6'3". He was just one of those rare.
Jamal Wilkes?
Size didn't matter. It was just determination.
Rebound, Barkley. He battles. He shoots. He scores. Sir Charles.
I mean, he would take on Goliath. I mean, he was just had that.
You hear him? He said he don't even think Charles Barkley was 6'3". No way is Charles Barkley only 6'2". I'm 6'2". No way is me and Charles Barkley the same height. I don't. Jamal Wilkes, you tripping, bro. Like, he might have been like 6'4", 6'5", but ain't no way he was only 6'2". Ain't no way.
Bravado about him. So Charles, He was unbelievable what he accomplished for his size. Charles Barkley is probably one of the best power forwards of all time for sure. Because of the skill set. He was still able to dominate inside the paint. His rebounding is second to none. I mean, this guy was just a beast on the boards. To be only 6'7" or so and be able to snag 20 rebounds and, you know, on a nightly basis seemed like it was incredible.
Charles was a different kind of competitor. He wanted to destroy you.
That's tough.
He was a fun guy.
Who's that?
He was super off the floor, a great guy to be around.
Tyrone Corbin?
Such a competitor on the floor, and there was nothing that he couldn't do in the basketball court.
Here's the lob for Barkley.
Hey! See him? He dunking really easy to only be 6'2".
He could get on the roll when the team's down, and he can create a 10-0 run by himself.
And we knew we had a superstar. And not only a superstar, we had a person who could sway the officials one way or the other by his aggressiveness, by his physicality. And that was unheard of besides Karl Malone in the Western Conference.
All right, you guys, that was it for today's episode. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hopefully I'll see you next time on The Basketball.
Appreciate you, Sean. I've already reacted to that Hakeem video. I don't know if this is going to be out before that or after, but it's already been reacted to. It was a great video, but shout out to Charles Barkley. You know, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Go ahead and like this video if you like this video. Go ahead and write something in the comments. Let me know why y'all feel like Charles Barkley was such a fan favorite. Because, like I said, the more I react to Charles Barkley stuff, the more I realize how many fans he had, how many people really loved his game. I think it got a lot to do with, you know, how undersized he was. And he's kind of an underdog. You know, when you got a player out there that's 6'3", 6'4", playing with the bigs, playing with the best, you know, he's not supposed to be succeeding. And the fact that he was, you know, throughout all of that is probably the reason why he's a fan favorite. But you let me know right there, you that's watching, you let me know why you feel like Charles Barkley was such a fan favorite. But I appreciate y'all like always. We out.